between me and you. I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, you can't be replaced. So no one else like you do. That's why I spend my life with you. I won't please you any way I can. I won't share my world. Don't you understand? Your love is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give it all day long. Your love is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me a really good feeling all day long.
Rule in the way that I move, not breathe your hand. You only can rescue me. This is my prayer. If you were mine, if you were mine, I wouldn't want to go to heaven.
7 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Hey guys, after this great commentary, be sure you run over to our website, www.justmecmb.cc for this great t-shirt and more. Support the channel by purchasing a t-shirt. Hi, welcome to my channel. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that post notification bell so that you'll know every time we upload. Today's broadcast is sponsored by Kush Online. We take the stress out of plus-size queens worrying about what to wear.
Maybe we just love like that. Times I don't want you around. You do something to make me smile, and it's hard for me to try to doubt.
Hey, Miss Mob. I'm so happy to see you here. I hope you've had a great day. And Bush Barbies, you too. I know you may be busy, but thank you for taking the time to check out this video. Replay gang, I need y'all to do y'all thing. Guys, as you come in, please hit that like button and be sure to comment down below or in the chat. And guys, the most important part of this conversation is you. Be sure to join in the comments. Let us know how you feel. And be sure to say hello. Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. We are back. So, Peach posted, and we're gonna go over there and look at that video. The court has happened. They were out of court by at least 10:40. I'm talking about out of court, courtroom over, lights out, whole nine by 10:40. No, excuse me, 11:40 their time. So 10:40 Central Time. So that has happened. And there was a judgment reached. So we are definitely going to get into that. Get into everything. Let me say it like that. So first, before we hop over here, let me see who I got in here. I do see quite a few people here already, so I'm not going to probably be able to speak to everybody, but I'm going to try. I'm not going to try to keep you guys all afternoon. So um, I'm going to speak with as many of you as I can. Please hit that like button for me, guys. Let me go ahead and play my station break. You know, those likes are important to the life of our channels. I guess you can think about it like that. A like for a channel is like life for a channel. So definitely, whenever you're in a chat and you're enjoying the commentary, go ahead and support the channel by giving them some life and hitting that like button. I think I know. I touch that fire for you. I do that three, but I think I know. I touch that fire for you. I do that three, but so let's see who we got in here. Time will tell. Hi. Welcome to the live. I'm just pointing out the bare minimum that's on the case. There is more. Um, other than the court event set being put on the docket, and the court appearance from the 14th and the court appearance record on the 14th being put on the actual docket, nothing new has been updated. There is an update pending. Um, but I'm gonna tell y'all what that is. So it's not like you're not gonna know, but I will say that. So if that's what you're meaning, time will tell. You're right. I just looked it up. Being considerate of neighbors and avoiding disturbing the peace fall under 82.3. Huh? Um, hold on. Let me update and check. Well, I'm not quite sure what you are talking about. I don't see that. Wait a minute. I don't see that here. I see the record from the other appearance. Unless, I mean, but you may be somebody who's local. So maybe you have something else you can look at. So you're saying that she has to be considerate to her neighbors and avoid disturbing the peace. Um, is that what you're saying, Sierra? Hi, Yvonne. Everyone, hello, everyone. Although it's sad for them kids, eventually Peach will well was gonna run dry. I mean, yeah, I guess so. Hopefully, this will be a lesson to her. Um, I will say this: when Peach didn't want us to be in there on the 14th, it wasn't because the 40 people was there. It was because it was something she was hiding, something that she knew that she had an issue with, and she didn't want the public to know. She has had calls made on her, other than that DV call that her and her husband had. Y'all hit that like button for me, please. Hit the like button for your girl. I got less than 100 likes. Um, but yeah, so yes, see at Sierra, yes. Oh, I just read that. But that was an issue. Her being in the public spaces in the apartment, which if I was her, I would steer clear of there. I would create me a small little area downstairs in my garage. I would have me a little TV or a little, comfortable seating position. That's what me and hubby could hang up, and that's where I would work. And then up in the living room would be more living space for my kids. That's what I would do. While they not playing with her, gotta go. Um, I didn't say that, Sierra. Ariel, most of the time she's showing you the clubhouse or her bathroom. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would stay out of there just to make sure to keep the peace. And most people don't use their clubhouse like that. She had too many people for 3 bedrooms. Well, they didn't address that. I told the social media streets a long time ago, Peach just using that stay at home stuff just to justify why Wood is a bum and won't get a job. Now I agree with that, Nikki, because if he a stay at home dad, then why you gotta ask him every day to get up and take his kids to work like that ain't his job? You the one who said that he was a stay at home person, so what's really going on? Thanks for the super chat, Kent, sir. I really appreciate that. I'm trying to see something here. It's something with this chat. Sorry about that, guys. Uh, yes, there is a video up saying that she's happy and it's here. Um, I really can't speak to everybody because it looks like the live from earlier today and the live from now is a continuation of itself. So I can't really tell who was here now and who was here earlier. So I'm just gonna say hello to everybody. I am so sorry about that. I do see Stina Streets that says a member ago. She got evicted. It has to be out and has to be out with about 24 hours. Why would you say that, Stina? I feel for the kids, but not Peach. Owners over renters. Yeah, you right about that. Hey, Brown Skin. Hey, Life of Tootie. Hey, Pam Norwood and Tom Tell. Stina, that's crazy how she won't tell y'all, but want y'all to like the video. Yeah, that's true. We want the tea, but what you want do is come on here and disrespect our good sis. Who is that to? Did I disrespect somebody? She don't know nothing. I'm screaming because I know more than what she know. I'm not sure who you talking about. Peach will get back up. The thing is, will she stop falling back down? I don't know. Hey, how everyone doing? Recovery rocks. Welcome to the live. Hey, Tiffany Nicole. I'm here right now at 2:43. I'm just going to the bottom of the chat and I'm just starting from scratch because I don't know, maybe there was something I was supposed to do to renew it, but it didn't work like that. I never understood why they didn't convert part of the garage into a bedroom for Gregory because Gregory already got a bedroom. That's the one thing they did say. Then Gregory and Phenomenon could have had a bedroom together. He don't want to be a no in there with his baby brother like that. That wouldn't have been a bad idea. Put Gregory in down there. Put Gorgeous in the room Greg has, and the other kids do the other room. If I was a person who never had company, I would make the living space, the main living space, like an oasis for my boys. But the most of the boys, I would make that some kind of because they got living room like sofa sets that can go and intertwine into a bunk bed. That's what I would have did. And then the living space I would have made downstairs in the garage. And then Gorgeous got a room. The rest of the boys got a room. And then, or what? Gorgeous got a room. We got a room. and then the rest of the boys or whatever. So hold on, what am I missing? Miss Cheeks said provide proof. Ebony. Oh, that she got 24 hours. I don't believe that. She's paid through the end of the month. And let's get into the details. Number one, um, the update is pending. The case was closed. Peach met with the attorney of record and the apartment complex individuals prior to the case. She didn't want everything to be put on record in open court, so she met prior to the case with the attorney and the lady. When they got into court, when the actual court um, hearing happened, what was entered into the official court records was that there was a settlement reached. It was reached prior to the actual hearing, and that the attorney is going to put the settlement information in the record, and it's going to be done at a later time. The judge was okay that they reached the settlement amongst one another, and that was pretty much the court case, um, the actual court case. But there was a settlement reached and was reached prior to the hearing. Another thing, the apartment will not be available for the next 90 days at least. So until the settlement itself, or should I say the judgment, until the judgment is actually put on record, we won't know what the intricacies of that is. Now, if it was just that she had to be out in 90 days, they could have just put that on record and that was that. I mean, 24 hours. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think that they would have done that whether it was the case, because even though the settlement is reached, the judge is not going to sign the order probably for another 7 days. Most courts allow that time. Another thing is, if the settlement was reached and in the state of Florida they can't take money, the money that was put into the depository would have been reimbursed to somebody. That money is still there. There are no outstanding amounts, so nobody's owed anything as of yet. So we can't say that she's got to be out in 24 hours. Now, if she would have said that, then okay. What Peach said, let's go ahead and watch her video and I'll show y'all what she had to say. Hold on one second. Let me pull it up on the screen for you guys. Also, y'all have to keep in mind this is somebody's mom and this is a family. It's a big family. So it would really be unreasonable for that. And also for them to say that she officially would have to be out in 24 hours, she would have to be served that notice at the house. And they would have served her a 3-day notice before the 24-hour notice. And that would have been done after the week wait period, um, for, whatever to be for the eviction itself. Because usually when you go to eviction court, it's a week later, the judge assigns the official order and it's served by the sheriff. So before that 24 hours would have been done, she would have had at least another 3 to 7 days. So I don't know about no being out in 24 hours. She said this though. This is what she put in her TikTok. Oh, that's all she said. And also, she took the babies with her. She did go in there and take her kids with her. Let me go back to the comments to see what you guys are saying. Okay. I'm waiting for the official documentation to be added to the docket. It's not there yet, and being that it's not there yet, I can't show it to you, but I was able to get the information. Like I told y'all, I was gonna work hard for y'all to get the information. And I want to be clear again. I don't want to see no mama put out on the street. But the fact that Peach didn't pay her rent, she didn't care about her housing. Now, if they're saying that they'll let her stay long as she'll be good to her neighbors and whatever, I mean, that makes sense because her apartment will not be available for the next 90 days. So if they know that they're not going to have make it available within 90 days, that means that she's going to be there for, oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry, for a period of time. So, I I don't know what you saw, your girl Pearl. I don't see what Ebony say. Oh, the 24 hours. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have to see that one. And it's nothing in the docket as of yet. So, and the information that I was given had nothing. It didn't say anything about getting out. It just said an outside settlement was reached, and they were both okay with the settlement. Why would she be okay with I got to be out in 24 hours unless she's already moved? But if that's the case, we'll see that soon enough. But I don't think that's it because it says that they reached a settled offer, and I'm thinking that what this is what I think the settled offer is that they are not bending on the her having to leave, but they may have allowed her until the end of next month to get out. That makes sense. That gives her more than enough time to find a place and have movers set up, and that her family doesn't have to be disrupted. So that would be the best option for her. So anyway, I don't know if Gorgeous got her own room. I think she shares with brothers, but they said Gregory McKay got a room, then the kids got a room, and then she got a room. But I know everybody got their own bed. Yeah, whatever happened, she did do it to herself. As stated when we first started this, hey Lakeisha, hey SD, uh, Sierra, you the one that said above something about the neighbors. I'm thinking you knew what you was talking about, boo. What happened was Peach did go to court today. This little thing we just watched was her going into the courtroom. She went in person to court today. When she got there, she spoke um with her landlord and the attorney, and they came to a mutual agreement. When the court hearing started, the attorney put it on record officially that they had come to an outside agreement prior to the hearing, and that he was going to give the agreement lowdown, basically, for lack of a better way to say it. He was going to put it on record with the court. It is not in record with the court as of yet, but they reached an agreement outside. He's going to put it on record with the court. And she did a video saying that she's pleased with it. But I do know that the apartment will not be available for the next 90 days. So they could have given her an extended period of time to get out, or they could have allowed her to continue her lease. Now they said earlier in the docket that they were breaking the lease, but they may have still given her time. Now, another thing that um, was said, especially after she won that $16,000, was that she was going to offer that to them, like prepaying the rent to stay there. Now, let's be honest. Let's say they did want her out, but she came in there talking about, look, I got 16 G's right here. If y'all let me stay, finish my lease out and give me the opportunity to continue living here, I'll prepay my rent for 6 months. If she did that, they probably would have took their money. I mean, because at the end of the day, the job of the landlord is to leave, make sure she's there. Now, let's say there was issues with the police being called, or there's issues, with the way she conducts herself. That's something that they could have came to agreement. He could have said what he said, and then we could have went back to that. Like, hey, um, you do this, you do that. We're not happy with that. Um, so that's something they could have worked out. Now, I have so much going on in this chat that I cannot speak to everybody. I am so sorry. There are quite a few people in here. As a matter of fact, shout out to the 940 in the chat. This is the biggest live that I've conducted so far, and I'm so happy that you guys are here. I know you're here to get the tea, but I hope you're also here to support the channel. I really appreciate that, and I hope that that is the case. I would like to see that by you guys hitting that like button. We don't even have 300 likes in here. Heck, we ain't even got 250 likes in here. So please hit that like for me, guys. But there was a settlement reached between them. It was reached prior to hearing. The attorney um, made that available to the judge, or he is making it available. I don't know if it's on there yet. They have not done an update of the docket, so I can't go and read you anything, nor can I show you proof of anything because there's nothing yet there. The only thing that was added was the fact that there will be a court appearance today. Um, that the court event was set for Monday, and the purpose of the court date was to hear the motion. And we all know what the motion was. The motion was, I'll go back and read that to you because that is on file here. Comes now the plaintiff, the Road Waterside, a Delaware limited liability company authorized to do business in Florida as the Road Waterside, moves that the court for judgment on the pleadings against the defendant Peaches McIntyre in support thereof of the status as followed. Number one, plaintiff filed its complaint December the 12th. Plaintiff alleged that it is the landlord of the subject dwelling unit and that the defendant was served a 3-day notice and she did not pay her rent. Since defendant did not pay rent on the 3-day notice, they are suing for possession. They just want their property back. Defendant answered, this is the second thing they put on record. The defendant answered, and it does not dispute any of the allegations, nor does she raise any affirmation defense thereof. So we're saying that she didn't pay. She didn't come and try to justify and say, yes, I did pay, or say anything that refutes what they said. So they said there is therefore no issue of fact before the court. Plaintiff has terminated the subject lease agreement and is therefore entitled to possession as a matter of law. So this motion is just the formality that they have to go through. They're saying that we don't care that she's saying she can pay her rent. We just want our property back. And that we are entitled to that because we have terminated her lease. I certify this copy hereof has been furnished to Peaches McIntyre, and it has her information of how they served it to her on the 13th day of January 2025. So that's the motion that they made. So then after the motion is when the hearing is set. So they're just saying this is a formality. We just want our place back. They went today physically face to face. Peaches didn't want us to get the details of her living situation there. It is our understanding that she had complaints. She done had an altercation, getting smart with people in the little courthouse area or whatever that is she calls it. So she's had a few issues, and she don't want all her business out here. Although she's the queen of putting her business out here. So she got with them today before the hearing started. They came to a settlement. The settlement is probably that they're gonna allow her maybe 60 days to get out, but she gotta go. They're giving her ample time to find a place and safely move her children, you know, without harming them the best that they can do. So that is what I feel it is. But the only thing that I know for certain is that they have reached a settlement prior to the hearing. That when they went into the hearing, they made the judge aware that the settlement has been reached. Peach did a short saying that she is okay with it. This is the that is all that has been made available for Peach.
And then she said,
I'm going to her page to make sure I don't see nothing else. Yeah, I don't see anything else here. So she hadn't put up any new videos. That was 3 days ago. Let me look and see what y'all saying. Hey, Tea Time. Hey, ML Michael. Lord, I'm so behind. She's playing music that it all worked out and smiling like a fool. Right? Now, when it comes to evictions, she had 9 evictions going into that other house. She left that house. Now, she doesn't consider that she was evicted from the other house because she just decided to move and she left. They did file an eviction, but it was just a formality because they was just that's something they have to do to be able to re-rent the property is have a writ of possession, which means a right to move her out since she was still in a lease. So that's all done. And then she goes into this apartment and then she gets this eviction. So the last eviction was just her moving out without notice. This one here is an actual eviction. Now remember, y'all. Let me see if I can pull this up. Peach put out a video, and I had posted it on TikTok because it's like y'all over here is windmilling in the streets for this girl, and she calling y'all hoes. I mean, like as of now, y'all. I am on TikTok. It's just me, CMB. So please go over there and follow me. Here it is. Now, this is what Pete said when it comes to the situation with not only her being in eviction court, but this how she feel about it. Like, everybody's out here trying to take up for her, talking about people was wrong for going to the court and stuff, which it's a public dwelling and it was a public proceeding, so people had every right to go if that's what they choose to do. Now, it wasn't necessarily right for them to go on there disrupting the court, making statements and stuff because that's not what that's for. They let you there so you can bear witness to it, not for you to go in there and be talking out the side of your neck. So that wasn't cool. But this was Peach about a month ago. This what she got to say to all of y'all out there calling yourself windmilling for her. This what she said.
To gamble all my money again at the casino and not pay my motherfucking rent. I don't recall me asking any of you motherfuckers on the internet, can I come stay with you? I wouldn't give a fuck if I was. Fuck if I was to gamble all my money again at the casino and not pay my motherfucking rent. I don't recall me asking any of you motherfuckers on the internet, can I come stay with you? I wouldn't give a fuck if
So that's what she had to say. So my thing is, consider the source. Y'all out here call yourself windmilling for this girl, and she don't give two shits about y'all. Like, I mean, just straight up, she don't. So y'all need to take that into consideration when y'all out here windmilling for people and trying to take up for a person when they are the one who put themselves in this position. We didn't do this to her. This is what she did to herself. All that matters is that the devil has been evicted. Well, we don't know what the terms of that is. Are they just letting her finish out 60 days and giving her time to move? Are they giving her 60 days? I mean, 60 plus days because the apartment won't be available for at least um, the next 90 days. So that I know for sure. And I do know that they reached a settlement outside of court. And a lot of times, what the landlord will do is try to meet you outside of court and say, hey, look, this is what I got to offer you. If you're okay with this, just sign this document and we'll go on with our business. Or, we can go in there and fight it out in the court. Well, whatever they offered her, she was okay with it. She put it'll all work out in the video, and the attorney on record let the judge know that what was going to happen, that everything was good, so to speak. Let me try to catch up with this chat. I think if they told her she could stay, she would have ran to the internet and bragged, I'm still in the MF house. I mean, maybe that's what she's doing more subtly with that it'll all work out. But I really feel like they just offered her a decent amount of time to move because they want their dwelling back, but they don't necessarily uh they don't want to kick a mom of 9 kids with her babies on the street. Oh, you got 24 hours. Someone in the chat was saying she just had 24 hours. That has been not that has not been confirmed, but that is a cruel situation to tell a mom that she got 24 hours, especially when she came to court trying to fight to stay. So if she's trying to fight to stay, she's not preparing to leave. So that means that she would have to literally find movers, pack everything up in 24 hours. Like, that would be very cruel to do. Even when people get evicted, they still get a certain amount of time. Another thing to consider, when you are in the state of Florida and you're getting put out, they do a rent bond. So you pay your rent to the court. Now, when they went to the court today, maybe the attorney didn't know she was paying her rent at the court, and they got the money, and then she agreed to pay additional monies to keep herself ahead. Maybe they did let her stay because at the end of the day, they do want their money. And if they have somebody that's very capable of paying their rent, they probably wouldn't want to just throw them to the curb. The update is that they have reached the settlement, that they reached it prior to hearing, that she's happy with the settlement because she confirmed that herself, and that she has at least the next 60 days before she got to move out because the apartment ain't available for rent until they move her out, fix whatever's broken. So they said that for the next 90 days, that apartment is not free. Well, I mean, when the person come into an apartment complex to get an apartment, you don't know who they are. Now I do have people in. Who is her? Who need to be kicked out? Whoever that is, I did block them. In other words, we don't know how long she has. We know that she's going to have to move, but we don't know how long it is going to be before she has to move out. I do not have the exact date. I do not. That information is not available up here yet. So I don't have that. She does not. Nothing has been put in the record saying that she got to be out within 24 hours. No, I do not have that available in this record. That doesn't mean Peach will be in that apartment. Right. It doesn't. And my guess would be um, they just wanted her out. So most likely she going to have to move. But the thing was, if they give her to the end of March, let's just use that as an example. That's a lot of time. That's 30, shoot, 40 plus days that she would have to move. So to Peach, that could be a win. Maybe they gave her 60 days to move out. Usually, when you're getting evicted, they ask you how much time do you need to move. And if you say 60 days, usually they'll give it to you. It's just 60 days. Now, the good part is Peach done pay her rent all the way up to March. So the worst case scenario, she just won't have no money for next month. Now, what we will know, until this case is closed, she's gonna have to pay her rent at the court. So we'll know from there. P should be in a, I guess that's conservatorship, like Britney Spears and Wendy Williams. Girl, that girl will go crazy. She will go crazy. And the thing about it is, you can't force her not to gamble because if she go in there and gamble without a gambling card, you ain't gonna know she in there. The reason I know what I'm talking about is I've been through the same thing Peach is going through. I had children. Florida does not play that. I paid two and they gave me 24 to 72 hours to leave. Wow, Hallwall, Hallwam, Hallwam. Well, because of the information I did get, some confirming facts from the apartment complex, I, I mean, they may have just gave her a little bit more time. They wanted the apartment. They said that they were happy with getting the apartment back, and they probably just gave her 60 days as opposed to how they treated you. And that's unfortunate, especially if you was in a situation where you were struggling. You are right, Sierra. It does not say that on there. It says on the Sarasota Clerk of Courts that there is an update pending. That's what it says on the website. I took a break. We got offline and I spoke with someone and I got the information I got from them that a settlement was reached. It was reached prior to the hearing. The attorney let the judge know that they have reached a settlement. In Sarasota, they do not voice, audio record, or have a stenographer in there for civil cases. So I cannot get the transcript and tell you word for word what they said, ma'am. But I would not lie to you. I think the people that know me in this channel know that I don't. Ooh, excuse me. Gosh, they know I don't do that. I don't. Um, I'm not misrepresenting of information. I don't conduct myself like that here. I wouldn't just say something unless I had confirmation from somebody. And as soon as the information is made available, I will then turn around and give y'all the information. But prior to the hearing, a settlement was reached. Both parties agree with the settlement, and the information of the settlement will be made available to the judge from the attorney, and that is that. The settlement breaks down if she has to pay something additional, what it is, if they're giving her money back, what it is. It also breaks down if she's leaving or staying, which we all know they wanted her to leave, so she's leaving. But the timetable is where the gray area is. We don't know how long she's gonna get, so that's the T. Nobody will listen. They don't listen. Who don't listen? I did hear what she said, that she had 24 hours. Well, I cannot confirm that they did that to Peach. And I don't think Peach would be on here talking about it all worked out if she had 24 hours to move. She would be out there crying hysterically looking for some bulldog. I mean, not bulldozers, looking for some what is that thing? U-Hauls. Most of the time they'll ask you if you got to get out, how much time you need. And as long as the landlord agrees, you get the time you need. Now, if they don't agree, they can counteract that. That's what the judgment does. The judgment breaks down the details. Oh, this person's got to move. We want our property back. She has to this time to be out. We talked to her about that. We agreed. She signs, they sign, and then it's the judgment is given to the judge. He writes it in an official order, and then he signs. That's usually what happens. It could be Miss Angel. And I mean, okay. For the most part, she's paid her rent. If they let her stay the rest of that time, they really not losing anything but time, especially if she can pay the money. Now, they may have made her pay the money up front, and they may, once she pays the money, they will go ahead and write that into the order. That way, she wouldn't have to worry about moving until this summer. That also satisfies the issue of the fire hazard. You talk about no bellies or bonnets allowed in the clubhouse. Peach gotta go. I don't believe that apartment complex is going to give her 30 to 90 days. They want her out. They definitely do want her out. And we don't know for sure how much they're going to give. I'm not going to attest that they did give her that, but what I do know is that she was allotted um, some time because the apartment complex said that her apartment would not be available for the next 60 days. So let's say that one more time. Settlement reached. It was reached prior to hearing. Both people agreed to their settlement, which obviously they had to because that's what that means. Okay. Her apartment is not available for the next 60 days. So they had to have given her at least, I'm going to say to the end of the month, and then they're going to use that next 30 days to make sure the apartment is ready to rent. And Peach says she's happy with her settlement, so she had to have been given some time. She doesn't want to be thrown to the streets, and she doesn't want um, us to know the dirty secrets of her apartment living. She doesn't. If she was nasty, if she was fighting with people, all of that, she don't want us to know that. So yeah, with the way he was acting, 60 days would be a stretch. 30 days would be more reasonable. But 60 days would be a stretch. Now that is true though. To be perfectly honest, that's true. But the only reason I say that they probably gave her more time is because um uh because of the fact that the apartment is not going to be available. If she had to be out by March the 1st, they would have they could take them 30 days from March the 1st to April the 1st, make sure the apartment is ready and they could rent it out for April the 1st. But when I asked them that on her particular apartment, they said it's not going to be available for the lease at least the next 60 days. Hey, Miss Diamond. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Kim. Nurse Ratchet, did I say hey? Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Jacqueline. Hey, Life of Destiny. Well, let me check for to see if it's the official document. Oh, there it is. Hold on, y'all. Let's see what it say. I was right. I told y'all I was right. Okay, so here is the court appearance record. It was put on file by Charles Bennett. Um, Peach was pro se. She appeared pro se. They did a summary judgment in reference to the plaintiff's motion. Um, and like I said, the ruling and all of that was done prior to hearing. The court comments is that the settlement was reached prior to court defendant to vacate by March the 31st, 2025. Attorney Bennett to submit order, just like I said. Y'all, I wouldn't lie to y'all. The only thing that I couldn't say definite is the day she had to leave. All the rest of the stuff I had already told y'all. Now, now that this is here, let me see. Is there anything on here that I need to hide? Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. I'm finna make this available. Hold on. She does have to leave. She has to the end of March to move out. Period. Point blank. I told y'all. I wouldn't have lied to y'all. I told you I was gonna get the information. I got it for you all. And I mean, that's fair. She's got 9 kids. Why would they throw her on the street like a dog? I mean, yeah, um, she did this to herself, but she very well could have been a woman who just didn't have the money. Why be cruel and throw on the street like that? They would have gave her time to get out. You can usually work. You usually in an eviction situation can have up to 60 days. Depending on all of that. Now let me get this set up because I'm gonna let y'all see it. Y'all know I like to deal in facts. Let me make sure. Okay. I don't want to. Let me make sure I don't see no phone numbers or nothing like that. All right. Y'all be sure y'all get those. I think I know. I touch that fire for you. I do that three, but hold on.
I touch that 5 for you. I do that 3, but I think I know.
Okay, there you go. You guys can look at it, do whatever you need to do, but there it is. She's got to be out by March 31st. So she's got time to prepare herself to get out. She's got time to find her a place to go, all of the things. Attorney is going to submit the order, and once that's available, I'll make it available to you guys as well. But pretty much this is all of the order is going to say. So hopefully you guys can see that. I'm gonna leave it up there for a few minutes so you guys can look if you have questions beyond that. How far behind am I in the chat? Who are you talking to? Huh? It's gonna start raining happening. They ain't gonna break. I'm giving y'all a few minutes to look at the paperwork. If y'all have any questions, y'all can ask. But pretty much, I sat here and laid out everything prior to the paperwork being available. The only thing that we didn't have definitive was the date, but she has to be out by the 31st of March. One moment while y'all looking at this. Let me make it bigger. Okay, hopefully y'all can see that a little better. So I'm gonna give y'all a couple of minutes. I'm gonna step out the room just to go get some water and be right back. Okay. Oh, I had turned it off. Or can y'all hear the music? Okay, let me get back to the comment. She got she got until March 31st. Yes. I'm gonna thank God for public records because Peach a big liar. Well, Venice, she didn't want to leave, so I don't see how that's a win for her. She on here talking, lying, probably about how much money she made. Hold on. So y'all saying she live? Let me go look. I don't see her. Oh no, she ain't on live. Hold on. Okay. I think she has to pay March's rent. Now they expect her to pay it, but will she pay it? Now that's the $1 million question because you know they putting you out. You know you got to be out by a certain time, and it's nothing they can do once that if that is in the judgment. Once it's in there, that is what it is. They not gonna come back um, and refile to get her out. So she's probably supposed to. It does not say in the details that she's got to pay that rent, but I'm sure they said that to her. That still don't mean she's gonna do it. Well, when you think about it, no, the end of March isn't a lot of time, especially being that you're going through an eviction. But um, somebody just said she had 24 hours. So I mean, when you think about it like that, baby, you crib walking. I mean, she should want to buy a home. Yeah, she's got until March the 31st. This the worst time of the year to be trying to find a place. Yes, because everybody getting income tax and everybody moving. Well, I guess if you want to look at it like that, Venice, that's a win for the day. Honestly, it's a win. Well, when you think about they was trying to put her on the streets, yeah. No, it's not a stability because she was just in this 7 months ago. But she was planning to move 7 months ago and then she moved. The eviction itself was a formality just for them to take their place back because she moved without notice. But other than that, yeah, I knew it was a lost cause. As ignorant as she is, she would have been running out the courtroom laughing if it was, yeah. No, that's true, humble. No, I guess it's not when you think about it. What is? Oh, what happened? Well, it went up. How long ago did I say something about it? So, I mean, they probably did, you know, the people on here that's talking about this are people, they're commentators. We do commentary. So, it's like news to us. So, we go to sources to get information at this point. I mean, it's expected that people would know. Like right, yeah, another young lady who talks about it. She's live now. Uh, I don't see it nowhere else. You saying it's everywhere. I don't know what the everywhere. Oh, the other girl that talks about it, she's live now. So, I mean, it's got to make its rounds. Hell, they still talking about last week, the 40 women who went to the Zoom. So y'all know it. It's gonna be some conversation. Would you say, Francis, the Peach Patch needs to come up with 3x the rent so Peach and Wood can get a roof over their heads? Because she ain't gonna do it. Yeah, Peach wasn't trying to move at all. So she wasn't planning to move. She didn't think about it, none of that. So, I mean, when you look at it like that, I mean, it's not a win. But if you look at it like she got more than uh, 30 days, that's a win, especially with you trying to figure out what to do. It's gonna take her 30 days to clean all of the junk out the apartment. Child, I hope she don't leave them people stuff messed up and then not pay her rent for March, because y'all know I'm gonna tell you right. Yeah, she may not get her security deposit back just for the simple fact that, you know what, as a matter of fact, she's probably gonna use that for March. So no, it's not a win because she's being evicted. And who's to say they might? Now, I don't think they could get her a voucher from housing to move. I know that CPS is doing a lot for her, but I don't think that's going to be a part of it. Well, I mean, Miss Ship, you say 11 evictions is crazy work. Now, that's over her lifetime of 30 years, probably since she's been an adult. But there are a lot of people out there that struggle. I mean, Peach wasn't rich all the time, or whatever you want to call her. Peach just got money in 2019-ish. A lot of her evictions was before 2019. She only got, I think, four since then. Dang, now you're here. What you talking about? I'm here because I'm covering this story, if that's what you mean. And she's got to move. Nobody gave her a voucher, love. Her mentality is poor. That's why she's poor. There are some people with a lot less doing a lot more. Peach is who Peach is. Now she said she's going to make homeless mom content, shaking my head, bum mentality. When she said that, I'm so happy for the neighbors. I didn't think it was that bad, love. It's ridiculous. All of them evictions, yeah. Only that's still like 1 year. Regina, wait a minute, what was that? Regina, that would be counterintuitive because brags that she makes money, so CPS hardship letter wouldn't make sense. Right. I am 48. I got one eviction in that. Well, I mean, hmm, the judge gave her 30 days. Yeah. Well, the apartment complex gave her 30 days. They made the agreement out amongst one another. You said, ma'am, I'm poor. No evictions, no excuses. That's right. 50% of evictions is probably poor choice making. The other 50% maybe people who just ain't got it. He says she's going to be a life coach. Well, if she's gonna do that, she can be a life coach. Don't do what I do. Shit, that's a good lesson. Those neighbors are going to celebrate in the streets when they see that U-Haul truck. That's so sad. You shouldn't even want to be that type of neighbor. That's the thing. She will bounce back, hopefully lesson learned. That with this being like it is, yeah, hopefully lesson learned. Ain't nothing to bounce back from because she got the damn money. So that's that on that. So the only thing we're waiting for is the official judgment, which is going to say the same thing that this says here. That probably won't be until the end of next week or maybe the end of the month because they're going to wait for the attorney to send you what they're going to send and go from there. The funds are still on record here. I'm sure they still get the money. Somebody was saying that they would have to give the money back if they put her out. That's not true because she's been living in their properties, so they have a right to their money. It's just a matter of they just wanted their property back for a lot of reasons. You said you 53, not one eviction since I moved out on my own at 20. That's what's up. They're going to have a block party. Jasmine, horrible record. Why Wood can't get a place? I mean, they may be using him as well. I don't know. I can't say who, who from there. Yeah, do as I say, not as I do. No, that ain't a good idea. That probably would be what she would say though, cause you can't tell Peach she ain't the smartest cookie in the cookie jar. Yeah, now it seemed like it should be a lot trying to move with all them kids. That is a lot. Bad neighbors is hell on earth. Wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. If someone is causing problems, it is a reason to be happy. She is leaving that those people pay for peace and quiet in a nice community. That's true. She doesn't have to move into the 31st PPP fans. And that could have been a part of why they was insisting on her being gone. Here's the document again, guys. Just me and most of the people in the chat don't want to see Peach and her family on the streets, but it's not the case for Peach because of her finances. Nobody, I don't want to see her on the streets. I definitely don't. But I'm also not the person that put her in eviction court. That she did that herself. So y'all need to stop figuring or saying that just because somebody is talking about something that they want to see bad on the person, honey. But you can't do better for a person than they do for themselves. If she don't pay her bills, I mean, she gonna stay in a situation like this. If Peach is making 30,000 a month, even with 8 kids, she's not going to uh be eligible for Section 8. If so, maybe $5 or $10. That wouldn't even be worth her time. She just need to pay the rent. That girl was making almost 10 times her rent. Most people don't even make 4 times the rent. She did it because she wanted to. It didn't even have nothing to do with an addiction. Because if she was that addicted to gambling, she'd still be gambling. If you can start and stop when the hell you want to, Peach has no respect for nobody but herself. She didn't pay because she felt paying late was no big deal. I got the money. I'll pay it later on my next check because that's what I want to do. And it didn't work for her. Period. Point blank. It didn't work for her. These people ain't about that life. And she ain't about their life. They already probably was feeling the ways about some of the things. Maybe they had got a complaints, maybe not. Who knows? But whatever the case is, she owe money. She didn't pay on time, and they didn't even ask for their money. They just said we want our property back. You right? It probably ain't gonna be no uh urban uh urbanness over there no more. They probably done with it. Especially how they conduct themselves. And then when she does have the babies and want to take them to the park, she got 1,000 bikes and cars and all things all over the place. Now her kids do have an active life, and that's great, but she could pull and scale back some and they still would have an active life. Like, who the hell want to go to Disney every weekend? I mean, at that point, it ain't a special place on earth. It's just another place on earth. That's the thing. Oh, you talking about the eviction? Yeah, that's what she needs to do, Erica. Guys, that's it for me. I'm extremely tired at this point. Starting not to feel well. Put the information out there. I hope that I have given you guys good information as far as I hope you're pleased with the thoroughness of what's been going on. I do appreciate you guys. I appreciate you, um, trusting me with your ears and eyes while I share this information with you all. I do not take the responsibility lightly. I value my channel and I try to do good for y'all. You're right. Peach can put some money back and in 90 days buy her a decent house for $50,000. It could be a fixer upper or more. The money she makes is ridiculous not to make it happen. Yeah. Now she can't finance no house. She gonna have to pay cash because she got tax liens. And her tax liens add up to about 50,000. So what I would do is go ahead, save up the money to get the house, and the tax liens are going to attach to the house even if she pay cash. But she'll probably have another 2 to 3 years to negotiate with the IRS, get her lien situation resolved before they take her house. They don't take it right away. It takes time. But once she gets that $50,000 house, she ain't got to pay nothing else. On a business that she used to have, from what I understand, Stina's Treats. And those of you who are new to my channel, please go ahead and hit that like button. Welcome over here. I hope you like the commentary. I do take suggestions if y'all want us to cover something else. Also, if you have advice type of information you need, you can definitely go to my community post, put your questions there. I do my best to, not only provide good information, but good commentary. I came over here to look at something else and I done forgot what it was. But yeah, guys, so that's the info. Um, if we get anything else, I will definitely make it available for you. So the information for Peach's daddy's services and everything, Greg's daddy, Underwood, Wood's daddy's information. The wake is Friday, February the 21st. They're doing a fish fry Friday night at 8:30. The wake is from 3 to 8. And then Saturday the 22nd at 2 p.m. will be his service on Ellicott Street. I don't know what kind of service, maybe that's a church or something. Anyway, guys, if you have any additional questions, do not hesitate to ask me. I will make myself available to you all. I don't know if I'll be doing anything else live today, but I do have some more stuff coming to you. I hope you guys are liking the content videos as well. Again, I am available not only here, but available on Instagram at Just Me CMB. I'm available on TikTok at Just Me CMB. So I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so very much for taking the time to come and check us out over here. What is Amazing Grace saying, Uniqua? Aren't you hold on. Oh, amazing. It's so funny you here talking trash, but you here though. Appreciate it, boo. Tangela, before I get off of here, let me square you away. Let me square you away. Make sure you got your wrench. Now I don't have any super chat goals or anything for this live, but if you all would like to support the channel, I definitely would appreciate it. So Uniqua, I just hooked you up, gave you your wrench. I don't see you, Tangela. Where are you, mamas? I don't know what the heck. The chat keep moving. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Ebony Locks. I don't see you, Tangela. Where you at? I don't see you, love, so I'm gonna have to find you and do it. Give it to you another time. But anyway, guys, thank you all for taking the time to be here today. We have gotten everything discussed that we wanted to discuss. I hope that she will go from this point and make her situation better, because she definitely has the money to do it. So she just got to have the desire. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. No problem, Ebony Locks. I really appreciate you, love. Thank you guys so very much. I will see you in the next one. Oh, you said
She get it from her mama. I'ma say you fuck her right. Body rude is unpolite. Tell me in the humble life. Tell me is you down? Cause I'm trying to go up tonight. All the hoes left and right. I just wanna live in a fantasy. I think we deserve it right. Top of the memories I've ever made in my life. Permanent ecstasy. The ladies is pimps tonight. Living inside a dream. Let's play where the love is like. I put that on my own. Get it from her mama. I'ma say you fuck her right. Body rude is unpolite. Tell me in the